Last season, Xbow received a huge reduction in lifetime hit points and a decent increase in damage. So the question on everyone's mind is this a buff or is this a nerf to Xbow? Stay tuned to find out.
Hey, let's fly to the top. Nobody can push us down.
What's up guys, Vulkan here. I've spent the last couple hours playtesting the new Xbow, trying out different strategies, trying to figure out, do you play Xbow the same way? Is Xbow still good? And the conclusion that I've come to is that Xbow is still good, and you basically play about the same way. Now you do have to keep in mind that, of course, you know, defensive Xbows are not going to be as good as in the past, so you don't want to be too crazy with your defensive Xbows, and you're trying to set up a lot of defensive Teslas more in situations where you would play the defensive Xbows. But anytime that there is a situation where, you know, your opponent plays, for example, a Lava Hound to the back or Golem in the back, like anything like that, and you need to create opposite lane pressure, your opposite lane pressure is going to be a lot better than it was in the past. So there are some pluses and negatives for it. Overall, I would say it's a small nerf to Xbow, but I don't think it's as big of a nerf as some people were worried about, which, depending on if you like Xbow or not, can either be a good thing or a bad thing. So already here, we're not really in that good of a matchup. We're versus Giant Balloon. Trying to cycle our archers opposite lane to get some pressure. He lays a nice balloon though. That makes it so that it wouldn't really be advisable to play on the archers, and now he's probably just going to be cycled back to a giant pretty soon here. So we're just going to cycle this in the back. There he goes with that. And I think I actually need a defensive Xbow, unfortunately. And you can see it actually did quite a bit of damage. But it also died in like, what was that, 4 punches? I think the minion was actually maybe helping out a little bit too. Maybe it wasn't, I'm not too sure. And this guy probably has arrows. We can get down to Ice Spirit because it's cheaper. So we did probably outcycle him here. No, then he's going to be cycled back. Hopefully that Tesla stays alive. Let's go. Then gives us a good opportunity to go with an Xbow like this. Oh, wow, he completely failed that. Oh my gosh. This is so good for us. Our fireball ready. So, you're going to see in a situation like this, the Xbow is not going to survive with, you know, 1 H. Oh, it actually does. What? How did the Xbow survive that? I was going to say, it isn't really worth it to protect your Xbow on 1 HP as much as it used to be. And actually, I think we can cycle back to another Tesla. Let's go. We get a lock on the tower, and you can see the offensive Xbows are actually better than they used to be. It's really just defensive Xbows, which, I mean, that's quite obvious. That was the change that they were going for. And I would hate to say that I don't think they accidentally buffed it. You know, I don't know. Maybe somebody's going to argue that they buffed Xbow just because they're still losing to it. But I think from playing it, it doesn't feel like a buff in my opinion, but it also, yeah, as I keep saying, it doesn't feel like a huge nerf. And you gotta think, I think also it's gonna be, you know, maybe there's some matchups that it used to lose that's gonna win now. Maybe there's some matchups where it used to win where it's gonna lose now. I think it's gonna be one of those things. Let's just do this. And let's keep that alive. That way it actually is going to kill that balloon. I mean, we basically won the game at this point. Basically did. I think we could Xbow here again. I like to do this versus giant decks. It works out quite well. We got that Xbow alive, which is kind of nice. Place archers over here. Try to force out some arrows. We even keep the Tesla alive. Gonna be very helpful. And yeah, it looks like this is gonna be kind kind of feel like we're just dragging out the game at this point. Like maybe I should just fast forward to the next one. I might do that because, you know, he's not going to beat us in the last 10 seconds here. But hey, that's a good game 1. Catch you in game 2. Also, one thing I did want to point out is that there's already a couple players like top 10 ladder with the new Xbow. So that does show that, like, you know, it's not dead, because even at the start of the season, like, you can't get top 10 with just any deck. So something's working. They're doing something right. Okay, he's showing us a baby dragon. So, you know, you always want to be playing defensive. I actually tried out playing like Xbow first play, and it didn't really work out too well for me. Like, I kept losing games, so I figured, well, the strategy is still going to be just split your archers, you know, set up a defensive Tesla, split some skeletons, try to get an elixir advantage, and then play the Xbow. So here you see we have down a Tesla, so like, you know, it's pretty much a safe play to play the Xbow because this Tesla's going to help clean up the Golem, even though it doesn't have that much HP. Yeah. I actually think that if anything, they need to nerf the Tesla, not the Xbow. I feel like if they nerf the Tesla, then it might actually kill Xbow, to be honest with you guys. But I think it could take a tiny, like, maybe lifetime nerf, like, I don't know, even like 5 seconds, I feel like would be fine. I don't think it would actually kill Tesla. So here we go. Let's just go defensive Tesla here. And then we get down to the Xbow because we outcycled his Golem. See what he's gonna... No, we didn't outcycle his Golem. Okay, never mind. He apparently cycled very quickly. I wasn't really counting his cards there. So hopefully our Xbow has, you know, enough HP, or Tesla has enough HP to get some DPS down on this thing. Thankfully for us, no pigs spawned. I don't know the actual name for it. Is it... Are they just called piglets? I'm actually not sure. Try to outcycle him again. I think he's probably back to Golem now, but he doesn't have a ton of elixir, so we might be able to get a lock on the tower, actually. There we go, we do, and you're seeing the power that offensive Xbow has actually helped us out in that situation. It's going to get a lot of damage. One thing that I think that, you know, maybe at the start of the season is going to feel better than it does at the end of the season, because I think even if it does become, I don't know, not broken, but a lot of people start using it, people are just going to realize that all you got to do is play a spell on the Xbow and it'll pretty much, you know, die. Like, spells work a lot better than they used to. I faced a guy who had like minor cycle, and he just, you know, poison logged the Xbow every time, and he kind of annihilated me, honestly. So there's something to be said for that. Oh, we did not play them in the right position, but I think we're actually fine. No, we gotta log it. Log it over. Try to get down those skeletons. Sweet. Dang, that was like a perfect night. Okay, we can try to get an Xbow here. I actually think he's gonna have to be back to Golem, but maybe... Oh no, he was not back to Golem. So then we set up a Tesla. And then he is not happy here because he lost the game. But even if he had the Golem, I think that we maybe could have outcycled him there. You know, because I knew we at least had an elixir advantage. So, good game. Game number 2 in the bag, and let's go to game number 3. Also, I just want to mention, I was going to make a triple witch deck video. But, honestly, the Night Witch and the normal witch don't really synergize at all with the Mother Witch. So, yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't make a good deck. Just didn't work out. I felt like if I posted that video and was like, oh, triple witch was broken, I would just be scamming my viewers. And I don't like to scam my viewers. So, I didn't do that. I think he has Hog. Let's try an Xbow here. What is happening here? I feel like he played that wrong. Like, I don't know. Does he not have a rocket? I really thought he had a rocket here. I wish I could have protected that, but I didn't really have a good cycle. Maybe I could have, like, two-sided some archers. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it would work out. But hey, we got some damage on the tower. And the thing is, I think you're seeing in a lot of these matchups, like, the opponents, you know, the Xbow is locking onto the tower, like, pretty easily, you know, easier than you would expect it to. But I think the reason why is just because people haven't quite adapted yet to how to counter the new Xbow. I actually don't think it's because it's necessarily, like, a million times better. I actually do think that Xbow might be better versus Graveyard now, though. That'll be one matchup that it would help out a lot in. But even, like, I first a bowler, and it wasn't really enough to get past a bowler. I had some issues. Okay, we were... Yeah, there. I feel like he should have rocketed the first time. He cycled, like, so many cards into my troops, and I just don't think it was the right play. Try to keep that alive. Let's go. Play down a high Tesla, which will actually protect our Xbow here. And unfortunately, we played it too high and too close to the bridge. But yeah, I think he's just gonna rocket it anyway because that Tesla is gonna be a little bit annoying for him. So maybe he's gonna try to get a princess down. So let's get a knight down. Actually, we'll just fireball that. Just to get the chip damage on the tower. And he doesn't really have a good answer to a Tesla like this. Yeah, like, it kind of annihilates his Hog Rider. You can't do that versus, like, you know, if he has, like, a Musketeer in his deck, but versus this variation, it works out. Keeps playing that Princess at the bridge, but we just log it every time, so it's, like, not really even that big of a deal for us. Get the damage on the tower. Try to sneak in an Ice Spirit. Play another high Tesla. And the smart play to do would probably just be to play a Hog right on top of this. See if he's going to do that. Keep switching up our side here. Try to get some chip damage. Even though we have more damage on the right side, I expect him to rocket anyway. Because if he doesn't rocket, I'm gonna, you know, get a lot of damage on his tower. Okay, so we have him outcycled here, so we'll go with a Xbow. We also had an elixir advantage. He's back to the rocket now. Maybe we can... He misses the rocket, which is very good for us. Maybe we can outcycle him for real this time. Just go like that. He's cycling pretty quick here. I don't think we're actually going to outcycle him. We'll get down a Tesla because that'll be annoying for his Hog Rider anyway. Put down Xbow over there. He'll... course go with that, and then we're just gonna fireball, and we're gonna log for the chip damage. Keep stacking Teslas. Try to break through here. Let's go. We hit the hog. I was hoping to hit something. And we get the lock, and that's going to be good game to my friend here. This is actually another matchup where the new Xbow probably helped us out, because we wouldn't play a defensive Xbow in this matchup. So, I don't know, man. Maybe it is a buff. I don't think so, but it's possible. I do think that as soon as we face any kind of minor chip deck, though, you're going to see any kind of deck with, like, a spell. Even there, he didn't really play it the best. Like, he definitely could have played better. But before the actual nerf, that was our matchup anyway, so not exactly like he countered us. What would be a hard matchup? Maybe like minor cycle. Like, I feel like it's... Even then, it depends on the variation. If they have a lot of ground tanks and, you know, they can get down a poison log every time, then they'll probably be able to beat you. But then it's just gonna also come down to who plays better. So here we go versus Jen. Well, you see, kind of already played our Tesla, so we gotta play a Xbow there, which isn't actually that bad of a play. It's fine. Try to get that down. Not going to hit tower just because I don't want the musketeer to hit my tower, and it would have if I would have hit the tower, so we're fine there. Got the archers ready to split. He's throwing out the snowball. I think I'm just gonna... Well, we're archers because he played the bar barrel. What is the play, though? I think I just split cards for now. Yeah, that's a good fireball. If we fireball it back here, the large archers actually might lock into the tower. Or, I mean, he'll probably block it, but at least it gives it a chance to. I don't think that's going to do anything for him. I like the idea, but just not going to be enough. No reason to protect those archers. Not like we're going to, you know, support them with anything anyway. Okay. Hopefully he keeps playing his musketeers and I'll keep fireballing them. Yeah, we're just going to hit that with the fireball. Otherwise I just mess up my cycle, so I kind of need to. That was a pretty nice snowball on his end. Right down the knight. Didn't even try to catch it. Not worth it. Okay. Unfortunately, he snowballed it. Otherwise, it actually might have stayed alive. Okay, interesting play on his part there. And then it, oh no, I thought it was going to get kited. Doesn't even get kited. Try to make sure to block the bridge here. And get down the Tesla. And this Tesla should stay alive after it kills the balloon. Then we'll be able to get back to another Xbow. So it works out really well. I'm going to let him get one hit on tower. Just oh, he doesn't even get hit. Just didn't want to leak elixir there. Let's actually get down this in front just in case he's going to try to play bomb tower. Oh boy, that is not a good bomb tower. I think he just lost. Watch this, watch this. Yeah, he lost. I was just trying to block a musketeer shot there. I mean, you know, it's not like I took his tower there, but he's not in the best situation anymore. Wait, I could have sworn that just locked into the tower and then it didn't. Interesting. I think we just defend for the rest of the game here and we're fine. Get down defensive Xbow just to kite any more balloons he's going to try to play. And we should be looking good. Then we just Ice Spirit Knight his miner. And we could also just start fireball cycling him out at this point. Like, maybe it's not even worth it. And, okay. I think the playstyle might change a little bit in the sense that maybe you don't fireball cycle quite as much as you used to in a lot of matchups. Because since you have, you know, a more powerful offensive X, so it actually might be able to break through in certain scenarios. But with that being said, in a position like this, there's no reason to be going on any more offense. Last game versus Snow, and probably gonna log. Doesn't feel good to waste your log. Feels even worse to waste your night. If he plays like a Sparky or something, or a bowler, you kind of just like cry because it puts you in a really bad position. So, don't know. Oh, he probably has log bait. Now, I feel like a lot of people actually don't know how to play this matchup, but I'm going to show you guys the right way. The right way is that you just fireball the mortar a lot. You don't play a whole lot of defensive Xbows. You'll see, you'll see. Like right there, that was a quality defense. And it seems a little bit, I don't know. You think well, Fireball doesn't actually kill the Mortar. But because you have so many distraction troops, you kind of distract it for a long time. And in most situations, you'll actually be looking fine. Now, you're going to run into some problems versus, like, the Mortar Graveyard deck. But probably versus this deck, we should be fine. Then we just get down this Tesla here. Tesla even distracts it for a little bit more. And you can see we have a damage lead just by fireballing those mortars. So, okay, he's doing that. I guess we can just play Knight. Probably counter pushes a little bit better than archers, so that's why we decided to play that there. Don't have any answer to that musketeer. That's going to be the one issue. Let's put our archers so we don't give them any value here. Ooh, that gets a lock on the tower. That's not what you want to see. In that situation, now they're just playing those musketeers. Fireballing is not working out quite as well. So, we gotta maybe switch up our playstyle a little bit here. I think, yeah, the Tesla makes it so that playing that will defend most of the damage and then get down to Xbow now. I feel like it's a good situation. Just go ahead and log that. So he might want to get down a fireball or something here. We're okay with that killing it because it was basically dead anyway. Split some archers. And oh shoot. I was switching lanes, but maybe I should have protected that lane a little bit harder. Now let's do this. Now do keep in mind here that don't really have an answer to his skeleton barrel. But we'll just Ice Spirit, just so that at least we're going to kill his mortar. And that's going to get one hit. I think that's a dead Xbow. But it's fine because we have the tower lead here. See if we can time that perfectly. Nope. It was going to be tough to pull off any way you're going to look at it. Okay, he's trying to predict us there. Or not let us predict him. Wait, he played that in the wrong spot. I just realized. I don't even care. I'm just going to fireball it anyway. We have the damage lead. Just got to defend here. Only had to get one lock. A lot of times you can lose this game in single elixir. So that's why you just got to be a little bit careful. Then we go like that. We just keep playing defensive knights. And I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Yeah, 20 more seconds. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, most likely. Unless my man here has a crazy, insane comeback, which probably will not happen. And there we go. Overall, I think that was 5-0 in the video. There was one game I actually played that I ended up cutting out because I only lost because I misclicked Xbow. No! I played it in the wrong position. Dang it. You guys don't need to worry about that. And I appreciate you guys always watching. Feel free to use code Vulkan for the new Clash Royale in the shop. It helps a lot when you guys support me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.